question for you is, have you ever been to a Plants and Their Habitats field trip before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, and so this is your first time?
This is our first time here.
Okay, good. And why were you excited to make this part of your academic experience?
We in third grade do this awesome unit on life structures, living systems. And we go through the cycle of a plant, and then we get into animals, they see crayfish, and then we get into, the human body and the bones. And so I thought, you know what, this would be fabulous to get that hands-on experience that we don't always get, and to be able to come here and actually see this.
All right, welcome everybody to the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum. This is the plant place for Minnesota, and we've got a wonderful field trip planned for you today. Plants and their habitats. Now, does anybody know what a habitat is? You've been studying that at school? Great. Yes, habitat means basically it's a home. So before we get started with our adventure of visiting the desert, tropical rainforest, and the bog, we really need to identify what are the things that all plants need, regardless of where they're living. And one thing all plants need is sunlight. What else do all plants need? Wherever they're living, they need water. And all plants need air. And of course, all plants need nutrients. This is like vitamins to a plant. Now, when we visit each one of these habitats, we want to take account for what of all the things that plants need is missing in that habitat. Wow, desert plants sure look different than the kind of plants we've got growing in Minnesota. And this is one, it's called the aloe plant. And you might have even heard about this aloe plant if you've ever used a lotion in the wintertime. Here's what you have to look forward to. We are visiting the mixed up plant lab. Now, my volunteers and I, we did a quick trip earlier today to all 3 of these different habitats, and we collected plants. We collected 15 plants, but we were in such a rush, we forgot to label what habitat they came from. Using your clues, the adaptation clues that you've put together in today, you can solve the case of the mixed up plants and decide which habitat each of these plants came from.
I mean, in there seeing that scope getting so close onto those plants, I mean, their eyes, they started to clap. They were so excited. And that's what it's all about. They come and they learn, they go to one. They get it done and they move on. They're learning so much, and the pacing is exceptional.
You'll also be visiting the greenhouse. In the greenhouse, there are 3 different habitats there to explore. A desert habitat, a rainforest, and a bog. And there's things to find in those places. And scientists, you will have the opportunity to make your own plant discovery. And the 3rd place you'll be visiting is the planting shed. When you're there, you will be planting your own terrarium. It's like a miniature greenhouse, and you'll be planting 2 greenhouse plants. And you'll be able to take that terrarium back to school with you and home and have a little piece of this field trip to have at home.